All right. Let me get everyone in the room. Exciting. Yay. Okay. Make sure I'm not jacking up stuff over here. Should this. All right. Hello, ladies. Hello, 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 hello. In 1 second, let me make sure that we're good to go with the presentation. All right, we are live. Present. Okay. All right, ladies. Looks like we are good to go. How's everyone doing? I guess more people coming in. If you could all put where you are from. Let us know where you're from in the chat. So excited. Put where you're from in the chat. So I'm gonna have to hop on here. I got people looking at me on TV. All right. Amazing, amazing. Okay. All right, y'all. So I am going to make sure that I can see everyone's message. So excited. Okay. All right, y'all. We is live. We is live. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day so far. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty earlier today. However, I want to make sure I can see everybody's messages and everything. I'm going to share my screen in just a second. So I wanted to just kind of put out there that things happen, right? Things happen. And so when things happen, you have to make sure that you are, and I need to go ahead and record this too. Okay. So we're on YouTube. I got YouTube up here and I got you all here. So I can see comments. I can interact with everybody. This is so good. So good. Okay. So let's see where everybody is from in super chat over here in YouTube land. Let us know where you're from. This is amazing. NYC, Maryland, Florida. Oh my gosh. Yes, Monica. Philadelphia. Hey, Courtney from Albany, Georgia. This is awesome. I'm very excited to speak with you all because I want to give a little bit of a lesson. Y'all know I always have to give a lesson before I jump in because that's what I do. Okay, that's what I do. So, number one, business is always shifting and changing, right? So you have to keep a level head. So earlier today, yes, Casey, with the fall colors, because this is going to be evergreen, boo. This is evergreen. So, so with that being said, don't expect perfection from human beings, right? And I know we got people that are almost near, but what matters is progression. What matters is value. What matters is that what are you taking with you? You got to be able to take it with you. What are you giving people that they can take away? Okay. And implement, right? And implement. Amazing. YouTube is lighting up. I'm so excited. So without further ado, I am going to go ahead and share my screen, and YouTube, y'all let me know if you can see it, but we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. So let's just make it happen. We're going to present. So I'm trying to make sure that y'all can see it here. So we're live. We are live. We are live. I want to make sure YouTube can catch it as well. And hopefully it's a little bit of a lag up there. Okay, we're good. Perfect. Okay. So YouTube is behind. Those of you who are on Zoom, you're on time. So that's good. So YouTube will catch a little bit of a couple of seconds lag. So scroll to Soul, Masterclass 2.0. I'm calling it 2.0 because if you came this morning, and this is your second time, because I see some people in here that's, again, back for a second time, you're going to get a little bit more than you got this morning. So thank you. Just be working stuff out. Just be working stuff out. So I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So it's 10 times better than it was this morning. Not saying it wasn't good this morning, but y'all going to get off and be like, yeah, Coach came through tonight. She redeemed herself. As she's from Dubai. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So here we go. Discover the art of soulful content creation and convert followers to buyers. Let's make it happen. So just a quick housekeeping. This is a free masterclass. Okay. So free masterclass means free, which means that you're going to have to pay for this through other currencies, such as attention and your energy, because you're not paying for this. You're giving me your attention and you're giving me your energy, honey. So I want you to take copious notes. I want you to engage in the chat if you can. I know that some of y'all are slow writers, fast writers, but if you can find it in yourself to, if something that I say like pumps you up or a aha moment comes up, definitely put it in the chat. This is amazing. So in all transparency, all of us are business women in this group. So which means that when you do things like this, you're going to be selling. Okay. So I will be offering my program, my newest program that's coming out in October. So if you don't like to be sold to, that's a problem. You need to check that because you are a salesperson. You're supposed to be. And not, you need to learn how to be. And if you really don't know how to be on your own, you need to contact. Okay. All right. So I will be providing directives. You're going to get a lot of nuggets on this training. Okay. I do coach. So if, like I said, if this is your first time joining me, definitely put a heart in the chat. If this is your first time joining anything that I did live, because I'm going to tell you this, I do yell. In fact, sometimes I got to pull my own coattail. So it ain't, I'm yelling at you. I get passionate about what I'm talking about. And I get a little preachy. Okay. So just excuse me and just say amen and just keep writing your notes. That's all I want you to do. Just keep writing your notes. So the Q&A, now the only thing that's different from this morning is that Q&A is built into this training. So there will not be Q&A in the end because I asked y'all to give me your questions and I got it all the way up until maybe about an hour ago. So if you sent me questions up to an hour ago, your questions will be embedded into this training. So you'll see your name pop up if you came in on time. Okay. All right, let's get it going. Okay. So if we are good, part 2, if we are good, comment wherever you are in the chat or in the super chat on YouTube. Let me know by saying I'm good, coach. If you share this on your social media via your status or your post or in your stories, taking pictures, definitely make sure that you tag me in it because I want to see y'all learning and people love to see you learning. This is really good. This is, yes, she said 99 times. If you, people want to see you learning. So this is good. So just use hashtag scroll to soul. Hashtag scroll to soul because I want to see this. This is amazing. All right. All right. Let's start the show. So agenda, we're going to be talking about the shift in digital marketing. how to write with soul, right? How to write with soul. Number 2, techniques that'll have your tribe very eager to join you without feeling sold to. And then number 3, we're going to be learning these strategies and content strategies that's going to speak to the soul of the people you're trying to convert. This is all like, time has changed. Told y'all that today. Times have changed. If you've been following me for a minute, you know that times have shifted and we have to be a lot more conscientious and present as to what we are doing, because everything right now is intentional. Everything is intentional. Okay. So again, my name is J Butler. J-A-I is not Jai, it's J. It's short for Jaina, which is my government name, but J-A-I is Sanskrit for victory. You know that, did you? There's a story behind everything, honey. So J-A-I, it wasn't because it was cute. At first, it started off that way. Because, short story about how this name came up. So I was going through my first divorce and I was depressed and all kinds of things. So I was seeking to find a job after my first divorce. And people used to call me Jay because quick little known fact, I can't stand my government name. I hate Jane. I can't stand it. I know that's something I got to work on. This inner work. It's all right. However, I used to go by J-A-Y, but when I was looking for jobs, people thought I was a male. Before I even walked through the door, they thought J-A-Y Butler. I had 2 people to tell hiring manager, say, oh my gosh, I was expecting a man to come through the door. It was very interesting. I was only 26 at the time. I was a little perturbed by that. So in my mind, I didn't want to be like everybody else because I used to see J-A-E. And I was like, well, I don't want to be like everybody else. So I changed it to J-A-I. Well, people started to call me Jai. And I'm like, no, it's J. But 5 years after that, which is very interesting, I looked up, somebody said, what does J-A-I mean? I looked it up and it was a Sanskrit name for victory. And immediately Spirit gave me, because you have overcame. You have overcome. So sometimes you got to change your name to dictate what you're going through. That's a side note testimony. Let's get back to content marketing. So I am a global content writer and business and mindset coach. I absolutely love what I do. I went from not having, just barely $138 in my bank account to a $500,000 business in 3 years. It's been a road. It's been a road. But I can attribute that much of that success has come through the way of written content and live content. So just wanted to put that out there. I'm checking the chat real quick. J-I, yes. Kai, I love that. All right, so we're going to talk about that a little bit. But what I'm known for, and this is a question that you probably need to write down. What am I known for? What do people know me as? So what I'm known for is sales, right? Business growth and sustainability. I believe in you're playing the long game. And I think sometimes we don't give ourselves that credit. A lot of us see people, and I used to feel the same way. I used to see coaches popping up talking about they made $1 million in a month. And I'm like, well, why can't you get like that? Wait a minute, Jay. Sometimes hyper growth means a hard crash. However, ain't nothing wrong with either way. But you do need to understand that if you're going to be in business in 2023 going forward, you're going to have to think about sustainability, staying in the game. So I'm known to talk about sales and self-leading and self-empowered women. I want women to walk in that adult mind, in that leadership mind, leading herself, not about being a child in a woman's body, but leading yourself. I know that our society has pushed forth this narrative that women have to be vulnerable and codependent. So we got to make sure that we ain't being codependent, because some of y'all ain't got that kind of time to be codependent. Amen, somebody. So Also, I'm known to talk about innovation and spirituality. Now, innovation in terms of creativity, I'm big on that. I want to see more of us create things that is going to outlast us, such as a business, real estate portfolio, building wealth, all of those types of things. Like, what are you doing for the community? What are you doing for yourself? What are you doing to pass on a legacy? And I told y'all in the post, legacy is not your children if you got any. What are you leaving with them? That matters. All right. But also, what am I proud of? I'm proud that I can now say officially that I'm a creative. I used to kind of, they used to kind of mess with me early on. I was like, I'm not a creative, I'm an analytical thinker. No, I'm a creative. I've created with my hands and with my mind, with direction, with support along the way, learning all about business, and consistently learning, right? Learning about myself, studying under people that I respect, and I became a creative. I create, I no longer do. Now that's an amen all by itself. I'm proud that I've been able to master womanhood. All right. That's a consistent practice. What do I mean by that? Mastering womanhood means that I can stand on my 2 feet. I can lead myself. I can make decisions that are best for me first, and then everyone else after, including my child, including my business, my client. But I have to consider my sanity, my emotional health first. So womanhood mastery is learning how to embody the woman that you are. Marketplace sustainability. There have been so many people to check out. There's a lot of people who said, I can't do this no more. They went back to the 9 to 5. I can't do this. The coaching industry has changed. Everybody's a coach now. Everybody has so many excuses, but I stayed in the game because I said, I ain't going back to no 9 to 5. I am unemployable. Okay. So I'm not checking in nobody's clock. Ain't nobody finna put no lid on me. Okay. Faith and body connection. That's another thing. I learned how to leverage my faith, because we do live in a realm where we do have to pay to live here, unfortunately. Because who gonna go to war with all that other foolishness? Nobody. Okay, so I just want to put that out there. So we gotta play the game. So the 4th Industrial Revolution. This is where we are. Now I would say, for the sake of the conversation, because I know I can be myself up in here, correct? I can be myself in here. So the 4th Industrial Revolution, we're going into another age. Y'all have heard me talk about that 1,000 times. And if you in my world, you're going to get the first dibs of what I talk about all the time. The Age of Aquarius. So if Aquarius mess with you, I need you to calm down. This ain't got nothing to do with the occult or nothing like that. It's a zodiac. It's astrology. I'm not an astrologist, but I think that it's okay to take interest and look up and research things. I still love God. I'm a believer in God. But I also understand, look up in the sky, and the sky is going to tell you what's really going on. Okay. So I ain't see too many amens come up in the chat. So I guess we all right. So so in the 4th Industrial Revolution, though, how does that relate, Jay? So Aquarius is known as individualism and collective consciousness. So what does that mean? That means everybody thinking alike. And if you're not careful, you're going to fall up under the same spell. That's why I'm trying to get us to understand, like, you got to start thinking, you got to start creating and start getting your mind in order. Absolutely. Somebody said, as above, so below. Absolutely. So you're going to have to be careful, because the collective, because some of y'all then fell up under that too, and y'all trying to fight your way out. And this industrial revolution is transforming how businesses and consumers are interacting. You got AI, you got robotics, you got food printing, you got, let's just go there. You've got food that is lab grown now, meat that's lab. They are doing all kinds of stuff to our environments. Tech, 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 and more tech. The tech is teching. And if you're still trying to figure out how to upload a document to your email, you are 10 years behind schedule. If you're still trying to figure out, I just don't want to post, I'm going to need for you to get it together. Credibility is everything. I'm telling y'all right now, don't leave off this masterclass still scratching your scalp, because now that you know, you need to do better. Are you being credible right now? Are you telling the truth? Are you giving the good and the ugly about your industry? Can people look you up and Google you and you ain't got a whole lot of scams behind your name? No, you ain't gonna be able to please everybody. But at the same time, can we call you credible? Can we call you legit? This is a very sophisticated market these days. It's people know. And like I told y'all this morning, for those of you who attended this morning, you can smell a fraud 50 miles away. People know, because guess what? Everybody done got a coach. Everybody done hired a consultant. Everybody. So everybody's skeptical and trying to figure you out. You got some people who are just straight up scared, and then you have some people that's trying to feel you out and discern which direction you coming from. So if you here today, and I'm gonna tell you this, if when you get off this live, this masterclass, and you say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get it together, I'm gonna make it happen, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna tell you this, whatever you do, you gotta be consistent. Don't get on social media talking about, I'm finna be serious, and you post 2 days and then we don't see you for 4 months. Because that's not credible. Client conversations, market positioning. How are you positioning yourself in the marketplace? Are you loyal? And do you have a loyal community? And I'm not bragging, but I would have to say it's a lot of coaches that do not have that loyalty. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that. And you got to tell yourself, I'm not meant for everybody. And I already know that everybody ain't gonna like me, and it's fine. And it's not about being liked for me. It's about, I want you to trust me more than anything. Because you can be liked and be a liar. Okay, I didn't know I was going to, let me scale back because we're teaching tonight. You can be liked and be a liar. Okay. I'm going to have to sip my little tea on that one. Who is this masterclass for? Solopreneurs, that means one-woman armies, right? One-woman businesses, coaches who are starting, they're in the first 3 years of your company, you're trying to get your foot, right? And when I say first 3 years, I'm talking about consistent, right? And I do understand that there are many of you actually that have had a business longer than that. But sometimes you go through ups and downs, and you need to stay current of what's going on in the marketplace. And I think that's one of the biggest things about attending classes like this, is to stay current and just getting some valuable information that you can utilize towards your business quickly. Women who want to lead themselves and run sustainable businesses that are going to be globally impactful. I want you to be able to become bold at this point, right? And have a content structure and be that authority. I'm gonna say that again, authority. Attention is expensive right now. Like I told y'all this morning, it's worth more than oil. It ain't like it used to be. It's a lot of noise. We got a whole lot of gender wars going on. Everybody's talking about 5D ascension, and then the rapture, and then calamity, and then celebrities, and Beyonce taking over the Renaissance. Like, it's just really, it's a lot going on. So you, little old you, quote unquote, little old you trying to find out, somebody look at me. You got to find your way and press through the door. You got to run. You got to run in. Okay. So This all the road leads to the digital lead her writing system. This is a writing intensive. It's a 12-week intensive where we're taking you through these pieces and giving you support to help you write your content to grow your audience. This is a high touch, high empower coaching program. So if you don't like coaching, this probably ain't the one for you, because I do coach and I'm on you. I'm telling you that right up front. Okay. Personal brand equals authentic repeatability. Okay. We want you to be out there. This is about your business. People buy from smart and intelligent people that they like. Are you showing yourself emotionally balanced, emotionally managed, authentic? Are you an authority? This gonna hit you a little bit. Y'all need to understand that social media is your job. It's a part of it. YouTube, y'all quiet. I don't know if y'all done went to sleep or not, but social media is your job. It is. It just is. It's okay. That's the part I want to also put out there. It's okay. If your social media is making you grudgy and mad, we probably need to shift. You need to get some of them people out. And that's okay. Just get them out. That's what I had to do. I have to do that every so often to refresh and clean the energy around your Facebook, and clean the energy around your Instagram, and clean the energy around your TikTok. You got to produce quality content. You got to put a little bit more time in your content. And I'm not talking about ChatGPT your way in this. Ain't nothing wrong with ChatGPT to where you need it for things like on the back end, or even to just give you some drafts. But don't let ChatGPT run your content. I'm just trying to tell you, because we can spot it now. ChatGPT is now coming up on a year of existence in the marketplace. Okay, I want to make that very clear. And right now, everybody know about it. And this is how fast things are going. Stuff is going fast. It's here today, and then in 6 months, everybody owns something else. That's why it looked like time going by like that. But this is the thing. I want you to feel like you don't have to keep up with everybody, but you do need to know what's in. And if you need to pivot, don't be afraid to pivot. And I think that's the thing. Sometimes people, I don't know what to do now. Lean into this. I'm gonna tell you this. This is a game. Can we just get out of the body for a minute? I mean, come into the body for a minute, because we've been out of the body. Some of us have just been completely out of it. And when I say out of it, that means anxiety, nervousness. I'm just tired. I don't know what's going on. Am I supposed to be doing this? Get in your body right quick. You got to be okay with pivoting. And life is a game. All you got to do is play. And I'm going to tell y'all this. I don't know what your long-term plan is, but as long as you are here in America, about 90% of y'all are in the United States. And if you outside the United States, you got some ties to it as a citizen, because you still got some obligations here. Don't play. Taxes, citizenship, this is still your home. You just, outside the border. But I'm going to tell you this. As long as you are affiliated with the United States, you're going to be working, boo. You're going to be working. But the difference is, where do you want to go, or where do you want to be in your life where you are not pushing yourself so hard? What am I trying to tell you? This is low-key advice. You need to create a plan for yourself so you can buy your way out. Me and my best friend got that saying. Me and her say it every day. We got to buy our way out. We got to buy our way out of this. Feminine women, we are girly girls to our heart. We want to live a soft life. And I'm not talking about a soft, I'm on vacation. No, a soft life period, permanent. Because you can't be soft life for 2 weeks and then get back and hustle again. That ain't soft life to me. Okay? People are buying from you 2.0. You ain't perfect. It's okay. Oh, I need to lose weight. No, nobody cares. You're the only one that cares. What is coming out of your mouth? I done seen some beautiful women. Chanel from top to bottom, ain't nothing wrong with Chanel. But when they open their mouth, they weren't saying anything. I have seen some people that wear sweatshirts and glasses, hair in a ponytail and disheveled. And when they open their mouth, $1 million information came out of it. I like authenticity. Tell me what to do and how to do it so I can go run. I don't care how pretty you are. Some people, they like it. Lifestyle marketing, cool. But I like you being you. And teach what you know. Teach what you know. Y'all got skills. Ain't nobody in here, quote unquote, don't know what they're doing. You know what you're doing. You just got to focus. You all over the place. Focus. So what are people paying for? So you got emotional buyers, you got skill-based buyers or logical buyers, and then you have your wealthy, high-level, well, and if they're not wealthy, they're wealth-minded, which means they have access to resources done for you, right? So emotional, these individuals, they got to feel it, they got to see it, it got to feel good to them for them to move. Most people who are emotional buyers have issues with trying to become somebody else. They're tired of the life that they're living because their emotions are jacked up. And that's because of traumas. That's because of comparison, imposter syndrome, all these kinds of things. But they want to learn how to root themselves. So bundles, workbooks, classes, workshops, things like that. That is what you would probably offer to an emotional buyer. So skill-based, that's more mid-ticket, kind of entry high ticket. You're looking at logical buyers, individuals that want to learn skills. They want to learn how to do something. That's your in-between. Then you're done for you are individuals that need to outsource a piece of their business or outsource a piece of their life for you to do for them, whether it's bookkeeping, whether it's being a personal assistant, whether it's do a course for them, whether it is to, create their meal plans on their behalf, cook for them, sending them meal plans, whatever it is, done for you, right? So e-learning is huge right now. It's going to get huge. Look, I'm being funny right now. Huger. Why is that, Jay? The transformation of wealth is being done right now. We're transferring it. So baby boomers are leaving the planet. They're getting ready to leave, and it's going to be the Gen X's, it's going to be the millennials, it's going to be Gen Z. You got Generation Alpha and Generation Beta starts coming in next year. So we're going to have all these generations going on at the same time. A boomer has a lot of wealth, businesses that they want to get rid of, and their children ain't even ready to take them over. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you this too. If you got Mimo and Pop that are baby boomers and they struggling to keep their taxes paid and their homes and land, but you got a whole business and they leave and they go to probate court, but you had a business all this time and you ain't even got yourself ready because they ready to give it to you. I know. Ain't no look, if you look at your whole family, who can take the land? Am I lying or am I lying? But we over here jaw jacking. I'm just telling you. You got all this, you got a multi-million-dollar brain. And you want to buy, I want to buy some land. Go buy it. You got a business. Go do that. Give yourself no more than a year. I'm going to hyper growth this thing. I'm going to 10x myself. And I'm going to get myself together because it's time. The e-learning industry is a $370 billion value industry. By 2026, we're going to see that. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If you earn $1 from what you are doing, you're a part of this. But it's going to be some people that's going to get a huge chunk of this. And if you somewhere still in your feelings, in a year, talking about I'm still trying to heal, at least 3 million of that could have been yours. You can heal as you go. I'm just telling you. Some of y'all that got part-time jobs working at Target and all this other stuff, you could go all in on your business. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Hey, Sasha. Sasha's here. So, shifter content. May I bring up a case study real quick because Sasha's been with me for almost, I think it's been a year, if I'm not mistaken. Almost a year. It's been a year. You came in August. Happy 1-year anniversary. So, when she first came to me, she was just a health coach, right? She was a health coach and she was kind of helping people with vegan and helping people to lose weight. And then she was helping people also shrink fibroids and get the reproductive health, all of that going on. So I said, no, you need to come on, let's scale this down. What have you been able to help people with? What have you been able to do? When she started naming, I said, oh, girl, you're doing the Lord's work. She helps people shrink fibroids and she has been able to help even women get pregnant, right? That's on the dotted line result, but the main result is to restore their reproductive health, right? But also she's known for infusing spirituality as well as reproductive health in her content. She gets people to just buy. She will take a nap and wake up to 2, 3, 4 clients because her content is on point. She's visible. You see what I'm saying? This is your work. This is your art. You can't treat this like no hobby. Either you're going to do it or you're not. And she knows what she's doing. She researches on behalf of her clients. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Y'all got to stop being lazy when it comes to your content. She can let her have the floor for 5 minutes. She can blurt out all of the statistics, percentages, all the data, news, what is contrary to what is, she gonna tell you what's up. But if you like, well, y'all just need to be okay, encourage yourself. Don't nobody want to hear that. Tell me what's gonna change my life so I can run and do it. And she's doing amazingly well in our program. So good. She's almost like 20K months. 20K months. Cash. 20K months. I'm very, very godly proud of her. So what do you need to do? What do you need to do in order to just get yourself in alignment and focus, for goodness sake? Please research. Please. You're welcome, Sasha. Research your craft. Research your art. Number 2, do you know what most people need to know? I want you to hear how I put that. Do you know what most people need to know? And if so, talk about it. Talk about it. Number 3, Lord, contrary to popular belief, people do still read. They still read. In fact, I'm going to give you one better. If they ain't reading now, they better get to it. Because for some people, they ain't going to have nothing to do but read. Why is that? Why am I saying that? Because it's going to come a point where people are going to be so exhausted from just posting content because they just feel like it, to just reading people's content and learning how to learn again. All the content that you're putting out, the messaging, all of that has everything to do with legacy. Some of y'all with children, I'm finna tap y'all on the hand real quick. Don't you know, this is good right here. Don't you know that you're going to be talking to your great-great-grandchildren from beyond the grave? Do you know that? What are you going to be saying? What are you going to be teaching? You can teach your babies 500 years down the line about something that is important that they need to learn. They can sit and watch their great-great-great-grandmother on YouTube, because YouTube probably going to be elevated all kinds of ways. And you're going to be talking 500 years down the road. I'm about to run because it just hit me. You got to understand that this is a game. This is a game. But you're not playing no more. But you're going to let them know, I'm not playing with y'all, but I'm going to play the game that y'all got. But I'm going to leave a legacy. Your content is a part of that. So your ancestors had writings. There were photos, right? Photos. There were journals, books, all kinds of things, conversations and stories that were passed down. But just think about you, your face, and your mouth on YouTube, on TikTok, or whatever the website is. That just Deasia just said it, just like Reverend Ike still teaches beyond the grave. It's a lot of people. Bob Proctor went on not too long ago, still talking from beyond the grave. There's so many individuals that have went on and they still got content on YouTube because they're a state. That money could be going, y'all. I ain't know I was gonna go here. All that money from YouTube is going in the state. So your baby is gonna be taken care of. Whoever you put in charge of your estate is gonna be paid for generations and generations to come. And you already, you done went on. I ain't even know where that was coming from. So grow with long and short form content, structure and metrics, grow with order, grow with order. So we are helping you with that, with the digital leader writing system and this intensive, right? So we want you to be well equipped. So even in our program, what is this going to look like? So you will be attracting your first 100 leads organically with your leadership content. We're going to be helping you track this. You're going to have trackers. You're going to have a Notion template to organize your content. We're going to talk about how to create that. You will have access to this before we start. We start on Monday, right? So audience growth. You will have access to a business cash flow template, tracker, a sales tracker, all of that in this particular intensive. Also, too, clarity and positioning, the big three: LinkedIn, Facebook, and TikTok. Why TikTok? Why I put TikTok in there? TikTok gets you 118% organic reach. For some of y'all, your audiences are too low. See, high ticket, you didn't need a big audience to make big deals. And that's where I came from. I came from the high ticket place. So high ticket, I didn't need a big following. So it took me a minute to bridge the gap because I was so used to having a small audience. And then when I had to pivot, I said, wait a minute. If I'm pivoting and I'm going and doing this now, I'm going to have to grow. And I can't hide behind the camera no more. I can't hide and just be nice to people. I got to get volume. And if you're not doing the inner work on yourself, you need to start. You need to start. Yes, 118% organic reach. So that means that every time you post on TikTok, it's going to all brand new people. Instagram, you're probably looking at about 3 to 5% organic reach. So every time you post and you use the right hashtags or your reels, right? Your reels, you're going to find new people that are going to like or they're going to follow you. LinkedIn, why LinkedIn? LinkedIn gets 12 to 14% organic reach, but you also have to beef up your engagement on all platforms. Y'all got to stop just posting and going on about your business. Because you know that's what y'all do. And you get one like on there and you got an attitude for the rest of the week. That's your fault. You ain't engaging with anyone. And when I talk about engaging, I'm talking about engaging with more than people that you know all the time, because that's comfortable. I only want to talk to people I know. That's my, people I'm in a membership with, and people I'm in a group coaching program with, or people that in my family. I'm talking about people that's going to buy from you, or people that you desire to buy from you. See, it's easy to just engage with people that you already know because it's your comfort zone. You can't be comfortable right there. You can be emotionally comfortable, but you're not going to be financially comfortable. I'm telling you that right up top. All right. I'm telling you that straight up. Absolutely. So 20% posting and scheduling and 80% engagement. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the front, the back, YouTube, Zoom, Facebook, whoever's looking at this. 20% posting and scheduling. I put here high quality over quantity, but I'm also going to shift a little bit and say you need to marry them both. High quality and quantity as well. But if you got to just give me quality. When it comes to posting, you got to think. What do I want people to do when I post this? This ain't about me. This is about my ideal client. What do they need to learn? Education-based content, problem-aware content. I don't know what to post. If you don't know what to post, you're not talking enough. You're not talking to your people enough. That's your fault. You need to find out what to post so that you can talk about it in your content. I told y'all, you're going to have to become self-sufficient. If you don't want to invest so you can 10X, because some of y'all want to take the slow ride. It's okay. If you want to just put your way to destiny, I don't know how long y'all got. I'm 40 years old. I just turned 40. I don't have that kind of time. Either we're going to get it or we ain't. Some of y'all are okay with putting. I ain't. So aim for 2 posts a day that are going to be impactful. LinkedIn, Facebook. Facebook, you can do a little bit more because that's kind of like a tweet kind of style. You can post maybe 3-4 times a day at most, but just make sure that most of the content that you're putting out there is quality. Now, 80% engagement. That's probably where I'm going to lose about 80% of y'all on this class. I just don't want to. I don't know what to say. Talk to people. You're human. The same thing the same energy that we go and argue with people about who played to fix first is the same energy out talking to your ideal client, except for you not arguing with anybody. Comment like a leader, y'all. And I'm gonna say this with love. Y'all stop commenting under people's posts with GIFs all the time. Don't nobody want to see that. You're a leader. If you was making $2 million, $5 million, $15, $20 million a year in your business, would you be commenting GIFs? Love it. No. Change, change, change. Comment with some substance, for goodness sake. This, even if you're doing B2B, you need to find 10 to 15 influencers or individuals with high follower counts. I need y'all to write this down. Don't be just looking at it and I'm gonna look at it later. You ain't gonna have later because your attention span is 0.02 seconds and you know it is. I'm just gonna look at it next week. No, you need to do it now while you got the attention span. Find 10 to 15 people. Coordinate, you probably do need to stay up. She said, you're making me want to stay up. Sometimes you got to stay up. That's what I tell people. If you ain't did nothing supernatural in the last year, you need to probably be up and now go brew you some coffee or drink you some green tea and sit your booty at your desk and create. Follow 10 to 15 people in your industry that have large follower counts. Keep up with when they post. And please post something that makes sense. I love this so much. Amen. No. Please comment something that is intellectually stimulating, right? And we help you with this, even in our program. We're going to be training on this. This is real in-depth training. This is leadership. This is literally leadership. And if you are not pushing yourself to be a leader going into 2024, you can hang it up. I'm telling you to hang it up. DMs. I'm going to say this again. I don't want to do it. I think DMs is just, it's too much for me. Okay. Do you want to grow your business or not? Because everybody's coming up with what they don't want to do, and don't nobody want to come up with what they do want to do. I'm just telling you. Okay. So the 80-20 day looks similar to this. This is an ideal. This is not a strict, but I'm giving you a 20% and an 80% day, right? 80-20 day. So the first thing in the morning, now you ain't got to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So just calm your spinal cord down. Because I know some of y'all like, oh my God, that is too early. I don't wake up that early. This is an example. Okay, calm down. In the morning, you need to write out your long form contents. Where we write it at? Choose a place. Google Doc, Notion if you got Notion, Microsoft Word if you got just write it out. Have you a good hook? Push out the problem. Tell them what they need to do in a couple of steps. Give a CTA and put an image to it or something like that. But you need to write it out, because guess what? Your long form content can turn into an email. It can turn into a blog article. It can turn into tweets. It can turn into TikToks. It can turn into other things. You can schedule your content out. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Or you can just select a day in a week and batch it out. Then mid-morning, you're getting into, 80% engagement. So you need to become Facebook. You need to start connecting. I'm going to say this again. You need to connect with new people every day. Every day. I'm going to tell you one more time. Every day. Well, what about every day? You need to be connected to new people every day. So around 10:30, 12 o'clock, again, this is an example. You adjust accordingly. DMs should be flying off at this point. You need to put an alarm on your clock and say, I don't want to be disturbed for the next hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I don't know your goals. I don't know your goals, and I don't know how aggressive they are. Some of y'all are too safe and you just want to maintain the life that you want. I don't know what that is. Some of y'all want to play it safe. I don't know what that is. I like taking risks. That's just where I'm at in my life, right? But for those of you who are running towards the goal, DMs need to be flying. Make sense? And then optional, definitely optional, go live. Produce a short form video. Chop it up. Put them on TikTok, Reels, YouTube. I got to do this every day. I need somebody to do this for me. No, I'm going to tell y'all this. I love y'all. And everybody be wanting folk to stuff. Sometimes you need to learn stuff yourself and get disciplined. Because y'all will get folk and pay folks and throw your money down the drain. And you still ain't did anything. You still at the same spot, ain't signed nobody. But you got money all over the place on Fiverr, just paying folks to do nothing but waste their time because you're not going to use it. Sometimes you need to do it yourself so you can appreciate your process. Because you ain't going to play when it's time to outsource. I'm just saying. I don't want to sell. I want to do something, somebody do it for me. Learn your own process. Are you doing the DMing? Absolutely, Courtney. You doing both. Are we DMing? Oh, yes, you are. You should be DMing and DMing people all. I don't want to DM. Good luck. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Say this with love. That's my Adrian right here. Adrian shifted her content. Shifted her content. She was kind of doing videos and pictures and not really calling out the right people. I said, all you got to do, boo, is talk to the people. You should be talking to your people as if it's one person. I'm gonna say it one more time. Talk to the people like it's one person. She works full time, but she has this business that she really, really believes in. She helps divorced women or women who have been in long-term relationships and are recovering after a breakup and helping them with their financial health to get their finances back on track. She helps them with their budget. She helps them with saving. She helps them with cultivating a financial mindset, financial healthy mindset. And she has a story attached to it. So she's very passionate about this work. But she's doing whatever it takes. She's like, Coach, I got to get this. See, that's what I'm saying. Some people are okay with not getting it. And then you okay with struggling. She was like, I got to get this, Coach. I got to get this. Okay. So you got to figure it out. Like, do I really just need to get this? And I'm just playing around. I got to get it together. So time to tackle your question. So here we go. I don't know if Maisha is on this session, but what is the best way to create, and I can't see, let me see, best way to create phrases that draws attention. So I'm telling people right now, you got to speak the language that your audience, of your audience, but you have got to be unapologetically yourself. You got the algorithm, but you got to touch the psychology, the brain power, the emotions of your people. Ain't no wrong with a good cliffhanger. For instance, the one thing I wish I knew before investing in coaching, or the first thing I wish before I became a mother, or before I got married, nobody told me. You see what I'm saying? One thing I wish I would have known before getting that divorce. And then elaborate. That first line is everything. I don't want to go ahead of myself, but I feel like polarizing opinions. Don't be afraid to shake the tree a little bit. Y'all know I'm the queen of polarizing content. I don't mind offending with love because I'm going to do that. I had to grow into that place because I used to be a huge people pleaser. And that was my way of letting my other side just come out. And if those of you who follow me, y'all know I found out my new rising in moon sign. And that's probably my cap moon coming out, because that's literally the other side of me that I used to always want to say. So always, like, I always, what is it called? Always had a polarizing opinion about things. People used to say stuff, I'd be like, that don't make no sense. But what about this? And people used to get annoyed by me because I would always, well, that don't make any sense. And I had questions because I was curious. And I would have opposing viewpoints and beliefs. So, for example, here goes a polarizing opinion. Don't be afraid to shake the tree. If you feel like emotional intelligence is a waste of time, tell people why. I believe in emotional intelligence. But if I see something like that, me being who I am, and you post something like that, and that's your belief, and you be like, I believe it's a waste of time. I'm like, wait a minute, let me see what she got to say. Because maybe that's challenging me in my thoughts. Maybe it's something I ain't even think about. So be okay with shaking the tree. For real, for real. Okay, I hope that answered her question. So we're going to Tanika. I love this question. And y'all, if I move this, it's because I can see everybody under me and I can't see the question. So I know on the live it's different up there, but coming off salesy makes me cringe. This is what Tanika said. And I never mentioned what I'm selling. I want to empower people to block out the noise and move forward towards home ownership if that's their desire. Okay. So Tanika, for you, here's a cold, hard truth about this. Salesy, like, I understand the salesy part, right? That's something that you're going to have to get over and you have to work through. And it comes with practice. When you do something over and over and over again, it really does like, you start to feel better about the process. It does feel weird. But that's why I said, you ain't got tired of your life yet. Because when you get tired of your life for real, you don't care no more. That's really what it boils down to. You got to start getting so tired of where you at in your life that you like, I don't even care no more. I'm just going to I'm going to talk to people. And if they block me, they block me. If they say don't DM me, then that's fine. But at this particular point, I'm not here to win over friends. I'm here to create value and make money, period. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. So, for example, you want to talk about home ownership? You want to talk about that? Throw some hard data. Tell the truth about your industry. According to the National Association of Realtors, homeowners' net worth is 40 times greater than that of renters. Authoritative. So people, first of all, are going to see 40 times. They're going to be like, well, dang. Now, that's just a statistic that is, I've completely kind of shifted that. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just giving you an example. Tell the truth. Even right now with the housing industry being whatever it is right now, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Because there is a perception out there about the housing industry. If you're going to challenge it, challenge it. And hold your, as they used to say back in the day, hold your mule about that. Stand on your own too. Okay. Next question is, Vicky asks, what strategies have you used, let me see here, to keep creating content when you are not feeling up to it? Does batching content creation help? So you building an empire. Okay, you building a business. Ain't no such thing as not feeling up to it in so many ways. But if you absolutely just can't, it's called repurpose. But see, you got to have content to do that with. So if you ain't doing anything, if you ain't creating anything, you ain't got nothing to repurpose. I can literally, my best friend on here, she said, you got so much content, it's ridiculous. I can literally take off a whole month and I got like a month of content. I can do that. I can totally do that. If I really wanted to and be gone for like me physically be gone from social media and I'm not showing up live, I can go back in my arsenal and repost, repurpose. I can get something that did very well 2-3 months ago, and it's like I never went anywhere. But that long form content can turn into status prompts. It can turn into 20 TikTok hooks. It can turn into 3 video content ideas for YouTube. I schedule my posts with Butler.com as well. Use Hootsuite. You can use Planoly. You can schedule it out. Uh-oh, am I freezing? I want to make sure I'm not freezing. Okay, Courtney said I recorded content in my phone that has never seen social media. So you got to just, I mean, y'all got to. That's why the 1% is the 1%, ladies. I'm just being honest with you. There is a reason why. And I'm going to tell you this. Whoever's seen the most wins. Whoever got the most content that's out there and it's intentional wins. Ashley said like Morgan and Morgan. Y'all know Morgan and Morgan, you need to be in people's face. Now, I know y'all gonna say, well, what about B2B? Ain't nothing wrong with still doing B2B, but you still need to be creating content. You need to be talking about writing articles. You need to be posting stats and research. Talk about case studies, social proof, testimonials. If you don't have any, you need to do a case study on a business that is equivalent to the type of company you would like to do and point out some things that you would change about that company. Come on, somebody. Like literally, let's think outside the box. I don't got nobody. I ain't got nothing. Yes, you do. You got tons of companies. If you can pick out 2 to 3 and do a case study on, look at something that's going on in the industry. If you ain't got nothing going on, you need to join your local business journal. You need to look in entrepreneur.com. You need to look at what is the other one? Forbes. Find newspapers, news. Do what you have to do. Do you switch the message from Facebook to LinkedIn? Yes. LinkedIn's got its own culture. All you got to do is talk to people like they're people. Facebook, yes, it has its own culture because it's mostly personable, right? It's very casual. It's like college. It's like undergrad. For those of you who went to college, you know what I'm talking about. TikTok is like high school. I'm just being 100%. There's a lack of emotional management over there. Facebook, you can be a little casual. And you got some that ain't quite understanding that they're adults right now. You got some that do. LinkedIn, that's grad school. Don't go in grad school talking like you in high school. Y'all get that? The way I talk on Facebook is going to be different than talk on LinkedIn. If you follow me on LinkedIn, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't talk to everybody like I do on Facebook. But see, I'm hitting all 3 areas, right? So TikTok is short form. It's short form content because you got Generation Z that's on there. So you catching up the babies, right? You catching the babies over there. Because I'm going to tell you this, you building your arsenal. Because when they get it, they're going to see your face. They're going to say, man, I really like this. But you done been out already. They're going to grow up one day and they need to see content. YouTube is popping right now. Popping. I'm going to say that one more time. Popping. I'm going to do a podcast. You can do podcasts all day, but I'm telling you, YouTube is. Every social media platform has its own consciousness. You go over there and talk to people on LinkedIn like you're doing on TikTok. Folk gonna look at you like you bat crazy. But you need to write. You got to be consistent. Okay. So Mercedes asks, my issue with content creation is content is creation time to make the post and plan out the social media calendar. I'm more of a lurker than a social media poster. So y'all see up top, I said no more lurking. Okay, Mercedes, wherever you at, no more lurking. Start with your business goals. Start with your business goals. Are you launching a new program or a masterclass or a course? Do you want to fill spots in an online workshop or something in person? Make sure your content aligns with what you're aiming to achieve in a given month or quarter. So types of content, educational posts, case studies, testimonials, storytelling, how-tos. Mix it up, but have a structure around it and focus on that and stay consistent. I got to put that on and see, lurking ain't doing nothing but passing time. And then you'll keep telling yourself that you got so much going on. Y'all, some of y'all have seen my TikTok and say you do not have a lot going on. You just procrastinate, you just appear busy. Saying that you're busy is just a cop-out. Nothing's happening. You got to stay focused, right? So on LinkedIn, I've been on LinkedIn for 18 days so far, consistently. I've been on LinkedIn for years. Let the record show I've been on there for years. The profile that I have right now was I guess you could say revamped. I got a new Facebook, so I got rid of the old because my old LinkedIn, I had like 8,000 connections, but all of them were geared towards more like career placement. And that was in my HR days. I wanted something brand new and fresh at that time. So I got rid of that old LinkedIn, opened up a new LinkedIn because I wanted to start over because I didn't want nobody asking me about, you still doing recruiting. No, I don't. So anyway, I gained 200 connections and 428 followers and 2 sales, 2 intensives, 2 clients from there. I started posting image type posts. So like I made this in Canva, y'all. I just made this in Canva. Very simple white background. And these colors are reflecting of the digital lead her colors. So it was a post that I made. Routines and schedules can help stabilize your nervous system. This helps you to stay present, right? But look at that first line up there. As a single woman with an active and athletic 15-year-old. So that first sentence that you put up there, and you need white space in between your sentences, y'all. Don't put all them big, thick paragraphs. Can't nobody read them. Attention span. That first line is everything. Numbers, data, percentages are very, very, very good hooks. People will stop. It's very interesting. People will stop and they will see numbers. People like to see that because that's logical data. That's analytics in so many ways. I talked about how I struggled with my nervous system for 6 years. That's what a lot of people are identifying with right now. After divorce, I had to learn how to grow up. Simplicity is everything. Look how you talk to people. Y'all stop being nervous about talking to other human beings. You're an expert. Let's act like it. You got to get it together. So, introducing Digital Lead Her, the 12-week intensive designed to 10x your recurring revenue with leadership-driven social media content. If you want to turn your followers into heck yeah fans and consistent buyers, we got you covered. I'm telling y'all right now, you got to get it together. Look at Ashley. This is one of my, I had to help her with her course, her signature course. the auction accelerator. I wrote the copy for her course. Now, the heavy lifting was what? She had her marketing on point. She was growing her YouTube channel. She has over 8,000, 9,000 subscribers on YouTube. And she talks about auctions. She talks about foreclosures in the marketplace. She's a real estate broker, over 15 years of experience. Very good at what she does. But she had this course that was coming out. And I said, let me just do it. Let me do your whole sales copy. And as soon as she went live, I think she made what, 5K in, what was it, 12 days? Am I saying that right? I can't even see the bottom of that. Okay, 12 days, less than 12 days, she had 5,000. So her course is a mid-ticket course. And every day she's waking up to sales, and that's just off of her signature. She has other digital products as well. But the copy and her persuasive sales, all of that makes sense. Now, I know I'm haughty with my words, but you give me something to do with some sales copy, I'm going to make it do what it do. So if you decide to enroll with us, I'm telling you now, like, I want you to understand something. Like, everybody that's joining this masterclass, I'm so happy that you're here, right? I'm so happy that you're here. But this is only surface, right? You're getting information that you're going to take with you, and hopefully you shift and change. But if you really want to win going into 2024, y'all, this stuff is not playing. This ain't no more of this here, there, and everywhere. This is either you got it or you don't. This is half and half. Middle class is gone. And some of y'all don't even see it yet, but if you keep footloose, fancy friend, you're going to find out. And I'm not even trying to put fear in you. I'm very transparent. I want everybody in here to win. And it's really time out to act like you don't know if you want to know. You got to know at this point, right? I have over 150 offers that we're loading up into this course. Over 150 you can choose from. This is not an offer clarity course. I'm giving you some offers, though, that you can use and try out for your business. But I am not going to be looking over your offers. I'm going to be looking over your content and your growth strategy. That's what we're going to focus on. So if you got courses, I don't got workbooks, I got this journal I'm releasing. Ain't nobody going to buy it if you don't have an audience. I'm telling you that up front. Nobody's going to buy it. You may have your church members. You may get a couple of your Facebook friends, but we're talking about sustainable sales, ongoing sales with that journal. And if you are not creating content that leads to that fact, that journal, you're going to be mad in 2 weeks because that journal is not going nowhere. And a lot of people do that. Y'all create these little bitty products for $2. And you mad because you only got 3 sales. And now you want to quit. That is not, no. It just means you ain't got no strategy, boo. This is just some of the trainings that we will have. We will talk about intentional writing lifestyle. We will talk about authoritative writing. So if you struggle with, I'll take 0. You got to get focused. This is your business. You got that EIN number and the LLC just sitting. I'm giving you everything but my hands, but my body, okay? We're also going to learn how to start and grow an email newsletter. If you have one already and it's sitting there with cobwebs, we're going to revitalize it. Grow your following, grow your sales, and grow your authority. It's time. It's a self-pay. So when you sign up, you're going to get access to everything on the 2nd. Right? You're going to get access to everything on 2nd, and you're going to have access to all of the lessons, everything, right? Group coaching, you're going to join us on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. All the sessions obviously are going to be recorded. And it's intensive and high touch. You're going to be in our Facebook group as well, right? So this is an intensive. This is like boot camp. So you just cannot get in here and and sit. I'm just telling you. All right. So you can pay in full $19.97. Or we have a pay in full. I'm sorry, pay in full. It's $19.97. Then we have 3 payments of $700. You can choose. Okay. If you join within 48 hours, now I had up here earlier 24 hours until the glitch happened. So I'm extending it another day. So by 10/1, you can do $1,200 paying full or 2 payments of $697. Okay. If you cannot commit, if you got an issue with committing and you scared and you nervous and you worried about money, I'm okay with you sitting this one out. Because I want people to feel safe doing this. This is real intensive soul work that you're doing. We're not playing with life, okay? So if you're worried about your abode and you worried about, am I gonna make money? This is the train right here. We do also do, what is it called? Funding, third-party funding. So Afterpay and some of these others, we do have access to those resources. If you are interested, send me an email. My email's right there. You know my email. We begin Monday. End of enrollment, you have until the 10th to get in, and then we close the doors. Why am I doing that? Because usually I do evergreen, because we're getting ready for Q1 of 2024. This is a boot camp for writing. And I feel really, really passionate about this, y'all, because I really want us to get this. Right? So the subject title needs to be either DLH, PIL for pay in full, or DLH payment plan. Okay, and then we'll send you the information for you to sign up and get your booty in. If you just want the course and say, Jay, I don't want no coaching, just give me the course and I'll just go through it myself, that's fine. It's $347. Pay in full, there is no payment plan for that. So if you say, let me just do this, that's fine. There is no way to, like, you can't buy this and then say, I want to come in. That's it. Until we release the next year. Until I open doors again. Don't cheapen your way out. Okay? And thank you for being here. Y'all are so sweet. Thank y'all for giving me another chance to redeem myself. I hope that you found a lot of value. A lot of value in this. Okay? Email me if you're ready to fly in, because I'm coaching hard. So if you are sitting here like praying, you ain't got to pray about this. Either you're going to go on or you're not. Okay? I love y'all so much. I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to let y'all go to bed. But if you are up and you ready to go, send me an email. We're going on. Period. End of story. All right?